Hello everybody, welcome to Slap Tarot. I know I changed the name again, honestly, because nobody and their mom could spell Simoneel Czar. So I was like, you know what, let's just skip it and make it easy. Also, with that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, subscribe to the channel right here. I like to tell little stories about my life in hopes that we all learn something from it. Okay, now today's story is about being humble and why you shouldn't be humble, okay? And this lesson was taught to me by a very dear friend of mine, okay? I've known him for a really long time, like probably 10 years or something. Went to high school together. Anyways, so I moved towns, right? And I moved to the town I live in now. I live in, I don't want to tell you, never mind. But I live far from where I used to live, right? Where I went high school. So my friend was like, hey, I'm gonna be driving through your state. Let me come by. And I was like, sure. So he came over, we hung out, we went out for dinner and stuff. It was great. While talking to him, he literally gave me one of the biggest life lessons of my life. Something that I never really thought about until I thought about it, because he told me, right? Okay. So this guy can really play soccer, okay? He is an amazing soccer player. I've only seen him play like a few times, but when I did, it's like hard to miss him on the field because he's just so good, right? And so anyways, after high school, he went on to join the military and, you know, did his thing. But when I was talking to him, he was like, you know what, Simoneel, let me give you some advice today. And I was like, all ears. And he goes like, you know what, don't ever be humble. I was like, what do you mean don't ever be humble? He was like, I'm serious, I was such a good soccer player and I humbled myself. Like, people told me I was good and I said, no, I'm not that good, I'm not that good. And he was like, I know I was good, but I believed myself when I said I wasn't that good. And because I always humbled myself, I was not able to reach my full potential. So don't be humble. You're not gonna go anywhere being humble. What are you gonna get? And he said, listen, if you're good at something, then own it. Say it. Be like, yes, I'm so good at it. You know? Because he was like, I could have probably played for like a national team. I could have probably played for, you know, something. I don't even know too much about soccer, honestly, but like, he was like, basically I could have been a professional player, which honestly I do not doubt in my mind for even 1 second, because he can really kick a ball like well, okay? And so when I had this conversation with him, I reflected on my own self and I was like, wow, so many times, you know, especially in high school, I played small because that was the role that was assigned to me, and also because I'm a Libra. Have to throw that in there. I'm a people pleaser by nature, you know. What do you want to eat? I don't know, you decide. You know, where do you want to go? I don't know, you decide. You know what I mean? So that really opened up my eyes, and I really thought about that, like, wow, so many times other people tell us to humble ourselves, but my question is, why don't you raise yourself to my vibration and then we can talk? You know what I mean? Because it's always the people that don't have much going on in their own lives that tell you to humble yourself, that tell you what's wrong with you, that stalk you on Instagram, that make fake profiles to see what you're up to. You know, it's always the people that are not doing shit with their lives. So first of all, no, I won't humble myself, you know. And that is a huge lesson I learned from him, because let me tell you something, when you're good, you're confident that you're good, okay? But there's a difference between being confident and cocky. Cocky is a masking of having confidence, because people that are confident and who know themselves, they really know themselves, you know? It is hard to break them or influence them in any way. And that is called being humble. But when you put yourself down, when you underplay yourself, when you choose something, when you have two options and you purposely choose something that is not as good as the other option, that, my friend, is self-esteem issues. That is when other people tell you to humble yourself so you can meet them and be with them on the same level. Am I right or am I right? I think I'm right. Anyways, huge shout out to my friend. I actually didn't take his permission before sharing the story, but since I didn't mention him, I think he'll be fine. But with that being said, think about it. Who were the people in your life that said that you were too much, or you needed to humble yourself, or you got too much attitude, or you're too feisty? Or, I mean, that's a little different, but not really, you know? So think about that. And honestly, do not humble yourself, because every time someone tells you to humble yourself, they are telling you to be less than who you are, telling you to calm down. And you should never calm down, because if you're gonna calm down, then you're gonna be average. You want to be average? Go ahead. I don't. Anyways, with that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Okay, and I will see you later. Swoop.